Well, hello. Welcome. Take two. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ron Hawkins. This is 96.9 Radio Humber. I'm here to entertain you for the next 40 minutes or so. Sit back. Welcome to my living room. If you're looking for me out in the world, on the interweebs, you can find me on Facebook. You can find me at ronhawkins.com. You can find me at lowestlow.com. Do-Good Assassins on Instagram and Twitter. Or you can just come knock on my door and we'll have a conversation, we'll have a coffee. I'm going to start with this song, which is a song from Lowest Low record called Do the Right Now. It's called Power Lines. It goes like this. It's a long day before you sleep, scattered and strange like the hours you keep. This is no time to look before you leave. Our Caroline, if the spotlight beseech you, the darkness can't reach you, the power lines. Hear the crackle above you, the city that loves you has come alive. To the streets and the bars and the pavement call your name, and the birds and the planes and the streetlights call your name. Living over the mini-mart, livid soldier with a purple heart, little altar, but stop before you start. Our Caroline, when the peasants have beat you, the lights out of reach you, the power lines, and the powder protects you when all else rejects you 1,000 times. When the face in the bathroom mirror calls your name, and the voice from the nurse's station calls your name, calls your name, calls your name, calls your name, calls your name. Find the courage before it's lost. Scrape your pretty practiced autograph in the windshield frost. Take the long way home with fingers crossed. Ah, come on, what's it cost now, Caroline? Oh, time is a ghost, it's paler than most of the paradigm. It's shifting beneath you, a perilous peak that you gotta climb. Feel the rush of the elevation calls your name, and the voice of the dirty station calls your name, till the pride of the Indian nation calls your name. Might as well use the clap machine in the virtual world here. Knocking the bugs out. It's early. This is a song off a record called Crack Static by a band called Ron Hawkins and the Rusty Nails from back in 1999, 2000. And it's called Bite Down Hard. And it's just about taking things on, deciding which way you're going to deal with the adversity that the world throws at you. And it goes a little something like this here. Used to count on the end of your nose one crime you perpetrated. Now it takes all your fingers and toes, and even still it isn't sated. That Bible full of junkies in trance, that personal epistle, I think we all fell a little for that. We clocked out before the whistle, and we scattered all our masculine dreams across the boulevard. Yeah, 'cause I'm hungry. I've done it out of duty, and I've done it for the money. You can denigrate the whole wide world, bend your back and try to fix it, or you can frown and kick it over, and you can down a 26er now. Well, here's a bottle of burgundy, yeah, a bullet shot. Oh, well, bite down on it hard. Now one reprieve is all I need, and I believe in your room in the grey lit morning, warm hands, warm kisses, yawning. I stay in bed, let the day just fade away. The schedule in the railway station, you feel ashamed to be so young, awaiting trust, respect, and admiration, the 3 lone trains that never come. The teeth are pressed to your bottom lip, leave little half-moon scars. Well, bite down on it hard. To a place it fits, with twinkling tears of stars, yeah. Bite down on it hard. Bite down on it hard. Hey. That's how easy it is. You just gotta bite down hard. Let's see. Maybe the foil to that song would be this song about someone who just cannot get it right no matter how they try. This is a song from a record called Sordid Fiction, the Lowest of the Low record, and it's called Dark Horse. It goes like this here. I don't believe in things if they believe in me. Well, I'm through with sympathy. Erase it, displace it. You know that shit don't work, why don't you face it? Dark horse, always a strange days away. Well, I soar like a satellite, and then I crash and burn. Well, your sisterly concern is misspent. I'm absent. Would someone tell me where the hell the time went? A dark horse, always a stone throw away. Away, yeah, you're always the fast to feel the shadow falling. A haze of thought mislaid, a punchline that misfired. You're always the first to hear the sirens calling. Well, I've never been so wired, I've never been so tired. slake this wicked thirst. But I put my devils first and miscued. You lived through the lies I only told you when my lips moved. No dark horse, always a strange days away. Only a strange days away. Strange days. So that one deserves a... Dark Horse. Let's see, what a crazy, crazy year it's been. I wrote this song for a record called Agipop, a Lowest to Low record that came out in 2019. Little did I know how applicable the song might be in 2020. Maybe we should have saved it. I should have saved it for 2020, but what the heck. It was applicable in 2019 as well, so I'll just have to write another one. This one's called The Barricade. Meant to be a song of solidarity to people, like-minded people on our side of the barricade, or let's just be, I'll speak for myself, on my side of the barricade. You can decide who you are and where you stand, but it goes like this. When all the roads you see from your door lead one way and the other way, and all the waves that crash on your shore carry sailors' bones from shipwreck days, when all those vicious handcuffed words constrict, contract, constrain. Well, I'll meet you on the barricade in the cold, defiant rain. Yeah, when you and your brothers held on to your mother, the story an unwritten page. How she read you the rules and she sent you to school. She paid for the bars on your cage. When you played a poison violin in a symphony of rage. Now it's time you traded that fucker in for a place on the barricade. Then all out, shrug or shine. The seconds the jury, and the minutes the judge, and the hour of the barricade. Now your great eyes and your battle cries are the sweetest warning, sir. The only ring can dismantle this thing. It's the sound of a siren heard by the children of apostasy who will rescue this wretched world. Yeah, they'll join their hands like a barricade, like an insolent fist for pearls. Stay or go now or no. The week is the hangman, the month is the rope, and the year the barricade. Some vote with their heads and some vote with their hearts. Some vote with the end of their dicks. Or you can vote with a ballot, You can vote with your wallet, but it's always a vote for the pricks. So let me tell you this for free, or my next vote's with a brick. Off road somewhere beyond the barricade, beyond the lies and the rhetoric. If I see you on the barricade, I'll be sure to shake your hand. Yeah, and then I'll help you build your barricade on the grave of this sleepwalking land. What do we got for that? We got this one. Seems fitting. Here we go. We're going up to capo 5 here. Sometimes I write the song down here in first position, and then I think it should be up a little higher and a little higher and a little higher, and I'm just too lazy to take the capo off and relearn it down there. So I got capos all over the place. I've got songs with capo on 8. I don't know if that seems ludicrous. It's like playing a mandolin. And this is a song called A Little Rain. It's on a record by my other band called the Do Good Assassins. It's a record called Rome. It's a double record we put out in, I'm going to say 2014 maybe, somewhere around there. And this is a song about a friend of mine. Well, it's sort of about a friend of mine. I had a friend who went into the hospital in 2008 while I was going on a tour to Australia. He went into the hospital with flu, and they ushered him right into the ICU, and it was very similar. Now it sounds very similar to what's happening now with COVID. And he was taken in, and next thing I knew, he was intubated, and he was in an induced coma. As I was traveling along in Europe, in Australia, opening for this big band over there, I was getting these reports of how he was doing, and he was in decline. And then I got the news when I was in Sydney that he had passed away, and I couldn't believe it, and I was shattered and in a haze, and I wasn't really sure I could continue the tour. The band I was opening for, Weddings, Parties, Anything, they said to me, if you have to go home, we totally understand. And then when I called home, everything was good here. Everybody was taking care of each other, and somebody pointed out, Greg wouldn't want you to come home. He would want you to continue the tour. So I stayed over there, and I had this crazy, surreal, emotional roller coaster of great nights, great shows, great community with the people I was with, and then terribly depressing mornings and days, and rinse, repeat for 30 days. So I had always intended to write a song about my friend Greg and what he meant to us all, and as I kept trying to write it, it just didn't seem to do him justice. And as I continued to write, I realized that I was writing a song for those of us who were left behind, and how hard it is on people to continue walking down this road when you've lost people. So this is the song I wrote. This is called A Little Rain. It goes like this here. This story's old, people dancing to your soul, and then they go. They leave us to walk these roads, and when a little rain falls on your house, ain't nothing you can do sometimes but wait it out. On Cleveland Street, your hollow eyes and restless feet. Well, I was one of you for a terrible hour or two. And when a little rain fell on my house, you sent a little sunshine from way down south. And when 1,000,000 stars fell from my eyes, you sent a constellation of protective light. Oh, you're weeping now, my little dark stone cloud. But I know someday soon the light's gonna fill your room. So don't go on singing that same dead song. Just take my arm and let me pull you on. And when a little rain falls on your house, I send a little ray of sunshine way down south. And when 1,000,000 stars fall from your eyes, I'll send a constellation of protective light. I'm a little ray, I'm a little ray, I'm a little ray, I'm a little All right, if you're just tuning in, this is 96.9 Radio Humber. I'm Ron Hawkins. I'm just playing a bunch of songs this morning. And it is morning for me. I hope you enjoy them. Someone else upon your lips, you're blown another relationship. You say that God had a hand in this. I say you should have stayed away from that other girl. Well, I look at you and you look at me. Our lives are fixed for the eternal fateless. You've gone and lost your job again. Can I borrow 10 till Tuesday, friend? You say you like a pivot then. It's always been spelled out in the stars. Oh, no, I look at you and you look at me. Am I wild that it's financial risk for the eternal fatalist? Yeah, life's a fix for the eternal fatalist. And you say it's all lined up like shot glasses on the bar of life. You see your way through it, then you never once got stiffed. So pick yourself up and pay your tab and get on with your life. Get on with it! 6, one sure way to get some perspective. Of course, every action is an elective, and I wonder what my horoscope has to say today. You say your moon's in the 7th house, your butt's been 3 days on my couch. You've eaten me out of home and house, you nearly drank up all of my beer. Yeah, I'm out of here, 'cause I look at you, and you look at me. All that's fixed for the eternal fatalist. Got to tell you, hitch for the eternal fatalist. All lives are fixed for the eternal fatalist. Yeah, lives are fixed for the eternal fatalist. Yeah, I'll have to turn to fixed for the eternal fatalist. I'll have to learn to live with the eternal fatalist. Oh, yeah. The Eternal Fateless from a record called Shakespeare My Butt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Capable on 4 for this one. Shakespeare My Butt by the Lowest of the Low. That was first real record I ever released, 1991. I had done some other things earlier that I'm kind of glad have been lost to the mists of time. However, my other band, Ron Hawkins and the Do Good Assassins, we just released a record. We just released a record this year during the COVID pandemic, which was an interesting experiment. But the cool thing about it is we recorded it on I bought an old 1985 Tascam 246 4-track cassette recorder, and we recorded the record on a 4-track cassette recorder, and we recorded it in our drummer Jody Brumel's Hotel Brumel, which is his living room, which was set up nicely. The drums are in there, whole band was in there. We recorded like the old days, straight to 4-track, no digital tomfoolery, just analog gear, like we used to do back in 1985, and it turned out pretty effing amazing, I think, and to the point where I was worried that people would not believe we actually recorded it on a 4-track. Because I have demos from 4-track recordings that I made when I was 16 back in the day, and they don't sound that great. They're full of hiss, they're full of hum, they're full of, and not in a good way. But this one turned out really good. And this song is on that record. The record is called 246. You can find it, Ron Hawkins and the Do Good Assassins. You can find it at Bandcamp, and you can find it on ronhawkins.com on my site for sale. It's only digital right now, and we're going to make physical copies, and hopefully in 2021 we'll make vinyl and stuff like that. But right now it's only available digitally, but it sounds just as good digitally as it probably will on vinyl. This is a song about toxic masculinity, and it's called Baby Fell Hard, and it goes like this. Well, don't you know, baby fell hard, he fell between the stars and the cars on Grand Street, and you heard, baby got burned, 'cause Judas got turned by the hissing tongues of rum. But it's hard to run, but it's so much harder to come home, when their hearts are hardened to cut stone, but hardly alone. Oh.